Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the most recently larger sized update inside of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, that being the Rio Major stickers and of course Capsules, this update has been out for about a week at this point, and by this moment, people have gotten a good feeling and good vibe of these stickers. Do people like them? And the kind of hot answer and hot take at this moment is no. The vibe we get from them isn't really that great. On paper, they seem to be very nice. When you're inspecting them in game, they're a little different, they're a little unique, kind of give a DreamHack 2014 kind of vibe. Once you slap these bad boys on a weapon, they don't really craft very well, which is kind of interesting. And that, of course, is my personal opinion, but I'd like to say that's what most people think as well. And with it being proven recently the sales not going so well for these, people have automatically assumed and gone and jumped on board the past two majors because they are transparent and the closest thing to Cato 14 we might ever receive going forward into the future. That being Antwerp and, of course, Stockholm. Now, yesterday's video, we talked about Stockholm investments going up like crazy. Some of the capsules doubled and tripled up in price, from going to 50 cents to $1.50 in just a matter of 48 hours to 3 days. But in today's video, it's going to be very similar to Antwerp 2022. My thoughts and my feeling towards investing, buying, and of course selling some of these capsules if you have any at this moment. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from my video sponsor, SkinsMonkey.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly, has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So right off the bat, I feel like Antwerp has been more talked about than Stockholm, probably for a few different reasons, but the main one being the sheer quantity. More people hold these than Stockholm, just by the numbers. You look at Stockholm capsules versus Antwerp, it's double, triple, quadruple, or even more of quantity of these capsules on the market across third-party websites, inventories, and storage units. I mean, the most amount of quantity for Stockholm is like 10, 15,000. When you have Antwerp, the most amount of capsules for something for this listing, let's look at the Legend sticker capsule, 28 cents above retail, and it's 183,000. So more people hold these, more people bought and invested into these for multitudes of different reasons. But the first thing I want to discuss is, of course, an overview of the capsules, the regular stickers, and of course the holos and autographs and whatever. And then I'll give my final thoughts at the end if you should buy, sell, or invest, or do all three. So the capsules right now, if you guys can't tell, they've all risen in price a significant amount. Even something like the Champions autograph capsule, very similar to Stockholm 2021. Surprisingly, these have been going up in price, especially in Stockholm. But for Antwerp, they're also going up. And kind of a hot take, if you have any of these and you want to make some money, go back into something older, that being Stockholm for an example, or even older than that in like 2017. Use that money, go into something else. That's not the worst opportunity. Probably the biggest noticeable change is, of course, in the Legends autograph capsule. This has gone from 25 cents, a little under that, sometimes 20 cents, to 36 just the past couple of days. You look at the Steam charts, this reached an all-time high of 40 cents just yesterday, which was very interesting. And at the beginning of this month, it was 23 cents, and these weren't really moving very much in the market. But as soon as these major stickers came out and people saw that these weren't very good, it started to go up a lot more. If we keep going down this path where there's not a 75% off sale, most likely until the end, these will keep going up. And that's why I maybe wouldn't sell them if you have them right now. As it goes for buying, it's definitely an opportunity, but it's something to be a little more cautious on. The reason behind it is there's a very large number of these things, one on the Steam market, but also people's inventories. Just the other day, there's a lot of Twitter threads from a lot of traders and people in the community that were talking about how 10 to 20,000 listings for some individual capsules for Antwerp, probably Stockholm as well, were automatically taken down by people individually because the prices are starting to rise. They're waiting for them to go up even more to make that profit. But now let's go into the regular autographs, the lower tier ones, I will say. Now, right off the bat, some of these have risen quite a bit in price. We're going to take the electronic holo from Antwerp 2022. Navi had a pretty good looking sticker, and with teams changing up the background holo design of their sticker, especially for the autographs, which I think was a very good choice, make them a little different, a little more unique, and people really seem to enjoy that. Just the beginning of this month, before it hit $4, it was $1.93, and once again, similar to everything else and similar to the capsules, these weren't really moving. People didn't really buy them. There's like 1 or 2 sold a day, and then recently these have jumped all the way up at their all-time high to $3.65, but now hitting $4, which is very good. And that's pretty much your average return on a lot of these signatures. Now, my overall thoughts on these are a little different, probably the most different out of all the other ones, similar to their stickers as well. But the problem I have with investing in any of these autographs right now is the capsules. right? There are so many on the market. People are going to have lots of opportunities to unbox those, and that's going to decrease the actual price and increase the quantity. So unless the demand is really there, which I think it is, but a lot of people right now are more so investing into these than crafting with them, it's going to be a little iffy, especially in some of the lower tier stickers in these capsules. Now, as it goes for the regular holos, people have lots of questions behind this, and that's what I want to discuss. The Rocks Holo, people are wondering why this isn't going up and why it's not really moving. I'd say the biggest one is hype. There's not a whole lot of hype around it. People are not hyped around Antwerp investments, and that's something to keep in mind. Now, this is at a very low price. This is the lowest price we've ever seen it ever since the 75% off sale came out. This had an all-time high of a little over $100, but that was with FOMO, market manipulation. People were pumping these things up like crazy. He's a bench player now, a pretty unique sticker, but I think people are starting to realize that he's not the craziest looking sticker ever. Things like the Simple have also gone up quite a bit. The Vinny's gone up a little bit. The Hooksie's evened out at $5, 50 cents-ish. But the biggest increase we've seen so far is definitely on the regular holo stickers and of course the capsules. Now let's talk about an investment on all of these and what I would personally do. So as it goes for an investment, I would kind of like to mention you had an opportunity to invest in these. And if you did, that's great. And if you didn't, maybe it's time to just kind of move on. But there is some money to be made, I believe. At this moment in time, in the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to see prices keep going up. And when that 75% off sale hits for Rio, even though I don't like these stickers, most people don't either, and they're not really craftable, these prices will inevitably go back down, I think, just a little bit, if not a little more than I think they will. Something like the Legends capsule at 36 cents, I could see this going down to 25 or 30 cents when the 75% off sale for Rio hits. Just like any other major, when there's a 75% off sale, the past few years behind that, and skins in general, fall down in price for a decently short period of time so people can buy the newer capsules, unbox them, and of course invest into them. As it goes for the long term, similar to Stockholm, I believe they're going to be pretty good. These are most likely to be the last couple of years, at least for the next 5 or 6, hopefully, where these are transparent, they're going to be unique, and they're going to be different. Now, that's for the capsules anyway. Now, let's talk about investing into the regular stickers, because people have questions alongside this. I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty unique. The higher tier ones, definitely go for it. The gold's not the worst opportunity in the world either. But where I see the problem with buying into some of these stickers is the lower tier autographs, the holos here and there that are kind of mid tier, not mid on a chart where you're ranking them. But for Rarity, they're going to go down in price quite a bit when these get more hype throughout the year. When there's a downtime in CS where there's no operation, no major, and no case, people are most likely going to turn to older capsules such as this, unbox it, and that's going to increase the quantity and decrease the price, unless, of course, the demand is alongside that. And a lot of people have to remember, Antwerp and Stockholm especially are getting the most hype we've seen in these for a very long time. I believe that's a big factor in both of them. Now let's talk about selling Antwerp capsules, stickers, holos, whatever you got, especially if you bought into it during that 75% off sale just a few months ago. And of course, I'll share my thoughts on what I'm doing personally. Now, if you want to play the safest route possible, that is pretty much guaranteed at this point. The way these capsules are going and the hype is going and the FOMO alongside of it, most of all of them are most likely going to hit 28, 30 cents in the next few days, maybe even go a little higher. That's when I would sell if you want to play the fast route and of course, safe route. You get that money, you go into something else like Cases, Stockholm that's very low in quantity, something like Krakow 2017, or something even older than that, go for it. And if you want to play the long-term and risky route, you of course hold these for the next couple of months to see where they go. Now, it's not guaranteed. Even these going to 40 cents isn't guaranteed, but that's what it's looking like. If things keep going the way they are, we're most likely going to see these go up, probably hit an all-time high at maybe 40 or 50 cents in the market. And I think things for these capsules anyway and a lot of these stickers are going to get a lot worse before they get a lot better, at least for the long-term instability. So as I mentioned earlier, during the 75% off sale for Rio, I believe a lot of these capsules and stickers will go down in price quite a bit because people are going to sell these to unbox newer things and go into other stuff as well. They'll see the price go down, so they'll be like, oh, it's time to sell. There you go. But after that, that's when I see the price really, really going up and it having its maximum potential. And what could these go to? I'm not sure, but I think and believe it's definitely going to take a couple years to reach the Stockholm potential just because of the quantity of these right now. And as it goes for the holos and autographs and lower tier, mid tier stickers in these capsules, more of them are going to be unboxed. So as long as the demand is matching the supply, the price will keep going up. And as it goes for me, well, I'm just going to play the long term of things. I didn't put too much money into either major, Stockholm or Antwerp at the beginning, so I don't have a whole lot to lose. So I'm just going to wait it out. I believe things are going to get a little worse, then they're going to be going up to the moon. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions down below, leave them down there. Probably answer them Mando Monday. Peace out, guys.